Would you like to know how to save time and build your business on social media within like 2 hours per day versus spending hours and hours on social media? So I'm going to show you in this video more effective ways that I found that works for me and my team on how you can utilize your time the best and still build a business on social media. So my question for you is, how many hours do you think you spend building your business on social media? And you might tell me, oh, it's just 1 to 2 hours. But in reality, if you're being honest and if you're being serious, because I know that I used to say that, oh, it just takes me a couple of hours per day. But in reality, I would spend like all weekends, like when I would be like really working towards a certain goal, I would look at my phone and I would see like 8-9 hours that I actively spent on social media. I don't know what I was doing exactly, but it was a lot growing my business. And now I look at those days and I think like this was crazy work, and I definitely found a better way, and I want to share that with you today. Hi, my name is Anna Stropnik, and I help network marketers grow thriving business online and create lifestyle that they love. Consider subscribing to this channel because here I share a video every single week to help you grow your business. And I also have a blog, so you can check it out on annastropnik.com. And on there's more free resources, and I blog every single week, specifically helping network marketers grow their business online using attraction marketing. All right, so let's figure this out, so let's talk about how many hours do we really spend it versus how many hours we want to spend building our business on social media. So really, there's so many methods that are being taught, and I used to use them, that are just not effective. Some of those are cold market prospecting. So have you ever been like that your daily method of operation was like reach out to this many people with these scripts and follow up with them, and that was like the most hated thing I always did, but also it wasn't giving me any results. And then when I would I really want to be able to bring in a new team. When my business was kind of struggling, I wanted to grow my team, and then I would be like, okay, I just gotta talk to more people. And then I would get myself so wrapped up that I was like, okay, I need to have 1,000 conversations. I need to talk to 1,000 people in a short period of time. And then out of those 1,000, I would have maybe 6 people join me out of the whole 1,000. And just imagine all those hours that I used to spend reaching out and being active on social media, when in fact this is really not needed. So I'm gonna share with you what I do now. I actually run 4 different channels or 5 different channels for my social media strategy. So I'm on Facebook, I'm on a Facebook page and profile, I'm on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, and I blog. So I'm on all of those channels, but I repurpose, I batch my content, so that way I really utilize my time, but I'm seen everywhere. I use all of these as my marketing channels, right? So I can repurpose my content. As a matter of fact, as you're watching this video, I'm recording 4 videos right now for 4 different episodes. So that's content for my blog done for a week. So it's a content for my YouTube channel, and it is also a video that I attach to my blog. So it's going to be content for my blog as well. So this is it. I'm going to record 4 videos, and then every week I'm going to put new one on YouTube, and I'm going to create a blog around that same video. So that's just one example on how I repurpose that content and how I batch record, so that way I don't do this every single day, and it takes me about 30 minutes to an hour to record, and that's work done for a month. Okay, so I do that with everything. I create one piece of short-term content, like a reel on Instagram, and I repurpose it on Facebook, TikTok, and YouTube Shorts. So it's going 4 different places. But then that's not all. I actually create 7-8 different reels all in one day. I don't complete them, but they're done in draft section, so that way I can just go back and post 1 per day. So how cool is that, right? So really, the major thing that I did stop is I stopped prospecting. I stopped prospecting and I focused 100% on learning attraction marketing, and this is what changed my business completely. So you gotta get good at marketing, that you have people reaching out to you every single day, wanting to know more about what you do, what you sell, what business you're doing, so that way you don't have to be actively reaching out. And it's a much faster way to build a business, because people who are reaching out to you, they're already qualified, they're already on their third step to be joining you or buying from you. So, and it feels much better than you're always like hunting people down, right? So when I stopped prospecting, this is when everything changed. All right, so I want you to learn attraction marketing because you want to grow audience of raving fans. You know, attraction marketing is really one business, one target market, and you bringing value to that specific target market, which is like your new network. Just think about it, like you're building a new network and you are growing your business with that network, sharing value, and you know they are actually following you, they're your raving fans, and you're bringing value into their life whether they buy from you or join you or not. So you're still bringing in value for them. All right, so let's talk about, I'm going to share with you 5 things that I do daily that takes me less than 2 hours to do, and this is what I do instead of like, you know, being like haunting people in their messenger. So first off, I make connections. So this is not prospecting. This is actually reaching out to people who are in my target market, and I make daily connections. So I don't actually send friend requests, I send messages like, hey, you know, I know we are in the same industry, I just asked them a simple question and I want to connect. And you know, people who are actually responding to that message, who I'm having conversations with, then I will send a friend request or a follow, but not before I actually have a conversation, right? So that's different. So I try to make connections. I try to do at least 10 new connections every single day. Okay, so that's number 1. Number 2 is, so that takes me 15 minutes, right? The number 2 is you want to go and engage in their stuff. So not necessarily the people that you just became friends with, but maybe who like became your friends like a week ago or a month ago. You go through, because you can actually go and select that in your friends section. You can select the recently added friends, and you can kind of go through them, through those profiles, and go and engage with them, you know, like their stories, like their posts, comment on their stuff, because what that's doing is they're actually going to be seeing what you're posting, and you know, they're going to be doing the same for you. So this is like the second part of the DMO, is spend 15 minutes really engaging into their content. Number 3 is I make a reel every single day. I already shared with you how I do them. I actually batch 7 together, and then I post one. I create one with the text, with everything, you know, with all the edits. I post it on Instagram, and then I share it on Facebook, YouTube, and TikTok. So I do that every single day. And you may think, oh, you know, I'm just going to skip this step. No. This is the most important step, because my reels, my short form videos, is what gets me my 2 to 5 leads every single day. So I don't have to be prospecting. So, you know, get comfortable. This is the future. This is your free resource to market. Use those reels. I'm just now creating for my team, where we're going to be using reels that are specific for what we have as far as our products and services, and we are going to be crushing it like I'm already doing. I'm going to be duplicating this to my team, so we're all going to be doing daily reels. So get on this boat. This is like amazing. This is the best thing that happened ever since like maybe Facebook Live video. So this is really, really great. And like I said, you can repurpose this to all these different channels. So definitely a reel a day. But like I said, you know, that I do that on a weekly basis. It takes me maybe an hour to record 7, and then like during the day it doesn't take all that much to post them, 5 minutes to post them on all different channels. And then I do number 4 is I do stories. So Instagram and Facebook stories. I only do them there. I see that TikTok now has stories. I haven't really played around there, but stories, you gotta show 3 things every single day. Do a minimum of 4 stories, but you gotta show something about your product or service or business, something like sprinkle in there in your stories, maybe with a poll, so you can actually feel their pulse and see who is actually like looking at your stuff, who is engaging in your stuff. Then you got to show your face, and you got to show like something personal. So something personal that happens to you, like yesterday I showed my kids swimming and jumping in the pool. I showed my face because I shared my reel, and then I also showed a curiosity post about my product, about comparison of my product with other companies and other resources of the same product. So why is ours better? So I posted all of these 3 things about the product, about something personal, and showed my face. Okay, so that's your trick in the stories. Then number 5 is posting. So posting on your social media profile, you got to post at least once per day. I actually don't recommend posting more than once per day. When I first started on social media, it was like 3 times per day. But now with Facebook especially being so congested, we don't want to be doing that. And there's more effective ways that you can spend your time than creating like 3 or more different posts every single day. No, sometimes I do because I have more things to say, but typically 1 post per day, if it's a good quality post, is enough. But this is something that you can also schedule. I schedule my posts for my page and my Instagram, like carousels and different like quote posts. So my business page is more specific about, like, for example, it's going to be about the topic of a week, which is going to be this, like social media daily method of operation. So all of my content next week is going to be around this topic. My live video, my carousel posts on Instagram, my curiosity post, my questions, everything is going to be on this topic. But when it comes to my personal profile, which is like, it cannot be all business, I actually have a schedule that I follow what each day I'm posting. So for example, like this is my schedule. On Mondays, I usually create a new blog that gets published on Mondays. So my one post on Monday is something around my blog where I can share that link to my blog. So it's probably going to be like some type of a story, because you want to be native to the platform. You don't want to be like, oh, here's my blog and here's the link. You want to kind of like, share it as a post, but then, maybe like tell them to go in your bio to get that blog, or post it in the comments, so it still gets engagement. So that's my number 1. Number 2, that's Mondays. On Tuesdays, I usually go live. So I will share that live later on my personal profile as well as on my page. But in the morning, I will post some type of a quote, like a business quote, or, something that is like in those 80 characters, or something that I can use a colored background for. So that's my Tuesday post. Now on Wednesdays, I post about my boss, my daughter who works with me. Now both of my kids are actually with me because it's summer break, but I post something about my boss. And some people may think, how does this have to do with the business? It's showing me working from home. She doesn't have to go in daycare. She's around me all the time, and I just make it in a funny way, an engaging post, like, what is my boss up to, what is she like, telling. And she's bossy. She's really, really bossy. So anyway, that's my Wednesday content. Then on Thursday, it's typically like nothing to do with the business, but on Thursday, my goal is to make people laugh and to have like the most engaging post of the week. So I will like kind of hunt for these posts during the week and find like the one that will get, I don't know, like the most like comments, and it's something funny, not too polarizing, hopefully, because you don't want to be like creating like a negative things in your post. But I always find something that is gonna be like make people laugh, and that is gonna be engaging in other things that I post on my profile. So it has to be once a week that you have some type of engaging post. For me, I like funny posts. For you, that may be asking a question, asking for an opinion. It can be anything like that. Okay, so those are like typically the engaging posts. Then okay, so that's Thursday. Friday I post something to like to recognize my team, to recognize somebody else in the company. It's some type of recognition. And then on the weekend I post lifestyle. So I post whatever we are up to. So if we're not really doing anything, if we're just watching movies, I'm gonna post about that. But if we are like eating out and celebrating something or traveling, I'm gonna post about that. So I save my weekends for those types of posts, because that's what people want to see on the weekend. This kind of like, you know, what are you doing? You know, I'm not gonna be posting anymore with what I used to do, you know, like prospect all day and sharing like, you know, being on my phone all day. I actually have fun on the weekends typically. So that is my weekly schedule. So I know, you know, it's Wednesday. Okay, I need to see what my boss was doing this week. You know, I have to find a cute picture of her. Okay, it's about her. So I always have it in plan, not necessarily the post, but I know about what I'm posting. So that really saves you time. So that is like the last thing, is the posting and your posting schedule. So if this was helpful to you, let me know, drop me a comment below. So really, all of this is going to take you less than 2 hours per day, especially if you batch it the way I do, that you can create this content ahead of time and then just repurpose it, repost it. It's going to be probably even less. And you know, you will start creating that audience, you will start seeing more engagement on your posts, and you will have people reaching out to you, providing that you're providing value to them, like on what it is that they want to hear and know. And yeah, so that's all I do now, and it's fun building a business that way. So if you'd like to learn more about what attraction marketing is and what it can do for you and your business and your team, I have a free boot camp. So somewhere around this video you can find the link where you can join this boot camp, and it's 10 days showing you a completely different way, where we are not using old school methods anymore. We are actually building our business online using attraction marketing solely, so you never have to prospect ever again. So I hope this was helpful. Hit that notification button so you don't miss my video again, and consider subscribing to this channel, because every single week I create a content to help you grow your business. And I will see you on the next video. Bye for now.